And the problem statement here is write a Python program to print the Fibonacci sequence. Here Fibonacci sequence is looks something like this. The previous two digits, sum of the previous two digits will become the next number. If you add up these two, then it will be 1 and this is 1. If you add these two, it will be 2. If you add these two, it will be 3. Adding 3 plus 3 plus 2 is 5 and 5 plus 3 is 8, and it will go like this. So sum of the previous two digits is the next digit. Here if you observe, see, from third digit onwards we have two previous digits, but in case of first and second digits we don't have two previous digits. So we have to hard code the first two values and then iterate, put the rest of the logic in iteration. Like here he is asking us to use the while loop. Let us start the program. First we will read number of digits that needs to be there in Fibonacci series. Let us read this from the input. Let us call this as Fibonacci length. And then since we are supposed to use this as integer while iterating through the while loop, so input will read a given number in string form. So we are going to convert this into integer. Suppose user enters 6, then input, if user enters 6, then input is going to read this as string. So like this. So if you convert that into integer, then Fibonacci length will become an integer. Before this, we need to give information to the user, like what he is supposed to enter. Enter the length of Fibonacci sequence. As we have discussed already, the first two digits we need to hardcore. This is, let us consider this as previous number and this is previous to previous number. So we have to add previous number and previous to previous number, then we will get the current number. Previous to previous number equal to 0, that is 0, and then previous number equal to 1, and then remaining digits. See, we have already printed these two, right? So let us print this. Print, we'll do formatted printing. So we'll use F here so that we can display the content of the variables inside this. So the first number is this one. We are supposed to keep this in flower brace. Then it will display the content of this variable. And we have to give, separate it by space and then previous number. And we have to see, if you leave this print as it is, by default it will print the value, and then in the while loop the further prints will come in the next line. So default it will add slash and after printing. Let us print this. See, let us give the length as 2. See, 0 1 separated by space. If you don't give and equal to space here, what will happen is the subsequent prints will come in the next line instead of coming in the same line. In the sequence we are supposed to display everything in the same line, right? So we are going to add and equal to space. By default and equal to slash n, that means the next print will go to the next line. Now since we have added and equal to space, it will add a space here and then print the subsequent digits. So this is the before while loop we need to do this. Now remaining digits, we have to iterate through the while loop. First we need to find out how many digits are remaining. See, the length of the Fibonacci sequence is, let us assume the user enters a value of 8. Since we have already printed two numbers, the remaining length will become 6. So let us calculate the remaining digits equal to Fibonacci length minus 2, because we have already printed 2 digits here. Now let us use the while loop. And now let us print the rest of the digits using while loop. While remaining digits greater than 0, that means once remaining digits become 0, that means we don't need to print any further digits. So as long as the remaining digits is greater than 0, we need to print the Fibonacci sequence numbers. So let us calculate the current number. Current number equal to, we have to add two previous numbers, right, as per the Fibonacci sequence logic. So previous to previous number plus previous number equal to current number. Then let us print the current number. See, if you don't have to print anything else except variable, we can give the variable as it is. No need to put this in quotes or whatever. And here we are going to add a space at the end instead of new line, so that the next upcoming digits will get printed in the same line instead of going to a new line. Print by default adds new line, so we are overriding that by declaring end equal to space. Now we have to recalculate previous to previous number and previous number, because let us assume we are here. If we are here, previous to previous is 0, previous is 1. If we are here, previous to previous is this one, and previous is this one. So we need to do that shift each time we print the current digit. That is, previous to previous number will be promoted to previous number. Previous number will be promoted to current number. And after printing this number, the remaining digits will become 1 less, right? We have as and when we print the digits, the remaining digits to be printed will be decremented. So once the remaining digits equal to 0, then this while loop, this particular logical thing will become false and while loop will break. As long as remaining digits value is greater than 0, we'll be iterating through this while loop and keep printing the current number. Let us now run this program. Enter the length of Fibonacci sequence. Let us enter it as 12. See, it printed the Fibonacci sequence. See, 0 plus 1 equal to 1, 1 plus 1 equal to 2, 2 plus 1 equal to 3, 3 plus 2 equal to 5. So like this it printed the Fibonacci sequence. If you take a look at the number of digits it printed, and this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we gave the length of the sequence as 12. And this is the end of the program.